everybody? Blind Man's Puff. We're live again at PCA 2022.
I already don't like this.
We're here.
There is no fucking enthusiasm in that whatsoever. Do that intro again. I mean, come on. You're like half these people to watch this. Put a little something into it here.
That's as excited as I get.
Oh,
man.
my God. I can't believe I'm sponsoring this shit. I need more energy for my money.
Okay, so
try this again. He's going to do a take two. Go.
Blind Man's Puff. PCA. It is what it is, guys.
Oh, man.
No, okay, we're here with Steve Saka, our favorite dude ever to talk to. First of all, thank you for sponsoring our coverage of the show. All of our videos are sponsored by Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. Thank you so much for that.
No, it's my privilege.
Yeah, we've been wanting to work with you on something for a while now, so we appreciate it. How are you, man?
I'm a little extra fatter. I'm a little extra more tired.
We're all a little fatter.
I'm a little more. I don't know. Look. It's the beginning of the show, so at this point, it's nothing but puppies and love and optimism.
You still have your voice.
Still have my voice.
You're probably not too hungover yet.
I hadn't even started.
Perfect.
I'm waiting for noon though. I got another like 53 minutes, I think. So
yeah. All right. So as always, there's a ton to talk about, new stuff. Let's go first with what I'm smoking. I'm smoking the brand new Muestra Saka Bewitched. You can't tell because I had to take the footband off.
He already complained about that.
Complained about that.
Yes, he already told me I need to rebrand it and put the band higher.
I like to have a band here so you can see it. And yeah, you take.
And what did I say to you?
You take pictures of it.
I said I don't care because I already got your money. So why do I care?
Yeah, I want to take a picture of it after it's lit because you get to smoke. Like,
well, you can slide the band up, you know.
I'm not gonna do that.
Of course not.
That's too much work. So
I'll be honest with you. You want to know the reason why?
Why?
Because those ribbon bands, you have to wind them on very tight, and there's no easy way to peel them off.
Yeah.
Right. So when you put them at the foot, they're very easy to grab with your thumb and forefinger and just slip it off without damaging it. But if you put it up at the head of the cigar, they're actually quite hard to peel off.
Yeah.
And people will damage the cigar, and that's the reason why I don't put them there.
That makes sense. So how's the Bewitched being received by retailers, consumers?
Well. Yeah, it's like, I mean, we blew through the initial production, and I mean, the show's just starting, and we're already 2,000 boxes on back order on it.
How many did you make initially?
Initially, we made about 3,750. So
how does that compare to how many you make of the other Muestras?
Every time we launch a new Muestra, it seems to go up about 25 to 30%. So that seems to be the trend line. And the other thing that's different now, too, is the reorders come in much quicker than they used to come in. So, I mean, look, as we grow as a company, everything just kind of grows right along with it.
And you still make all the original Muestras, too. So what of those sells the most?
Honestly, they all sell about equal.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's really quite surprising. What'll always happen is, so like the number one seller in Muestra has been Unstolen Valor for the last 2 years because it was the freshest of the line.
Right.
But what will now happen because Bewitched exists, I'm betting Unstolen Valor will go down to where now Leave Me the Hell Alone and Exclusivo and Nakatamale are. And then they seem to sell on about par with one another. It's actually becoming a little bit of a challenge for me because the brand keeps growing, and I never intended for it to be that. I always intended it to be a one-hit wonder. Every year I would do a new Muestra, and it would replace the last. I never really thought about making them long-term. And I got to start rethinking this because, I mean, what am I going to have? 10 years from now, there's going to be 10 facings of Muestra and coffins. I mean, it's kind of crazy.
It's a lot.
So I gotta sit back and think, which one do I want to get rid of? But they all sell about equal, so it's hard to pick that. Or maybe I should think about redesigning the packaging for the older ones.
And the bands.
And not the bands. And get rid of the coffins maybe on the previous generations, and that way be able to shrink the footprint. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just spitballing right now.
All right.
You know, but yeah, I love the Bewitched is probably one of my favorite blends in a long time. It's just super smooth, super refined, but really flavorful. It's just really creamy and it's really easygoing. It's just a really genuinely relaxing cigar to smoke, you know, and it doesn't have any like super distinct flavors, but all of it just kind of works well together. It's a nice blend. I'm jazzed by it. In fact, I like it so much that I'm already starting to experiment with that blend in other sizes.
I really like this
I
size.
just, there's just something about that blend that just really, it's kind of hard because you normally like for there to be really hard descriptors, really earthy, really peppery, really this, really that. Because it makes it easy for the consumer to identify with and decide, oh, this is for me. Where this one is just really in the middle, which normally being in the middle isn't good, but I really like this middle on this particular blend. There's something about it that really, it's bewitching.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we talked about what I'm smoking. Let's talk about what you're smoking. This is the new Mikarita Black Saka Khan, right?
This is the Saka Khan.
All right. So what's the deal behind that?
Saka Khan is the next extension in the Mikarita family. Look, Mikarita was always inspired by those cigars that Frank Yanesa and Estela Padron used to make at the Hatsa factory. For me, that's been my core, like forever. I mean, that's what Liga Privada was. Liga Privada was a recreation of those. Mikarita is a recreation of that same Connecticut broadleaf, earthy, blah, 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 blah. This is the first time that I have incorporated Honduran tobacco into the Mikarita blend.
Okay.
And I really wanted to do something. I wanted to grow a particular seed that they used to grow in northern Honduras that they haven't grown in a very long time. Because I actually wanted to use the same tobacco that Frank and Estela used back in the day, some, good God, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So about almost 4 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, coming out of the field, we had done a pilot crop of the Honduran tobacco. And I used that to make the test blends, and I used that to make a limited production, because this isn't the first time this blend is appearing. We used it as one of JR's 50th anniversary cigars. I now have a real crop, but the problem is I won't have the tobacco to make the whole line until next year, but I still had a balance of the pilot crop, and I didn't want that tobacco to sit around an extra 2 years longer, because then how am I going to make that work? You know what I mean?
So I
decided, hey, you know what? Let's take the rest of the pilot tobacco. Let's go ahead and make a limited production out of it. Release it to the marketplace. Everybody can get a pre-taste of the Mikarita Black, and it lets me utilize the tobacco and do good with it, and not have to make it a problem for me next year of how do I incorporate this tobacco that's 2 years older than all the other tobaccos.
Right. So it's a 7x50?
It's 7x54.
54.
Yeah, I've decided the Mikarita Black because it's so true to that original. It's not the same blend, but it's true to the experience. I'm going to make it in what my 3 favorite sizes were of when I used to smoke those cigars back in the late 80s, early 90s. And one of them was this 7 1/4 by 54.
Nice.
So
how limited is this first batch?
This first batch is pretty limited. I made enough to pack about 4,000 boxes.
That's still a pretty good amount.
But they're only 10-count boxes.
Yeah.
And we have to do the final quality sort on it. So I'm saying we're going to do 3,500 boxes, but if there's enough good cigars to pack 3,700 boxes, we'll do 3,700 boxes.
So when will we see it on shelves?
You will see it on shelves in approximately probably 5-6 weeks.
Okay.
Cigars are made.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's just me going to Nika this month. Are we in July yet? Yes, we're in July. So I'll be going to Nika the 3rd week of this month, and I'll do the final sort and selection, and then we will pack them. So I think retailers will start seeing them in early August.
Okay.
I hope.
All right, let's switch gears. Let's talk about the Stillwell Star that came out last year. It was really different for you, incorporating pipe tobacco. How has that been received?
Stillwell's a weird one. So Stillwell, in the grand scheme of things, it's doing really well.
Okay.
But it's very shop dependent. We have certain retailers that are doing phenomenal with Stillwell, and we have other shops that are not doing well with Stillwell at all.
Okay.
It's very topsy-turvy. It's really quite crazy. But overall, comparatively, I just look at my gross numbers, it's doing much better than I expected it to do, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I mean, it's just such a strange, peculiar, unique cigar that, I don't even know who the audience is for it, but I am adding to it this year. But that was always my intent, because in the pipe market, every year pipe carvers make custom pipes shapes, and every year pipe tobacco blenders, they make a custom holiday release of a pipe blend. So I wanted to follow suit in Stillwell Star, and every year make a holiday edition that will change every single year. So this year, where's the box? It's right.
You got one?
No, it's right here. You can grab that one right there. So you can.
There you go.
Yeah, open it up though.
Holiday White 2022.
Yeah. So for the consumer, they'll be able to identify it because it has kind of that snow white band on it, you know, to show it off. And we're not making, I don't even remember, I made roughly, I want to say about 3,000 boxes of it. Yeah.
All right.
So
yeah,
it's an aromatic, but it's even a lighter aromatic than the aromatic number one. And it does not have the sweet tip on this one.
Okay.
So
similar but different enough to make it special.
It's definitely different. I mean, before you guys leave the booth, you can stick your head in the pipe tobacco jar and give it a whiff and see what you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really nice blend that Jeremy worked with me on to create for this cigar. And it's got, smells like Christmas at grandma's. It has that kind of holiday, she's baking cookies kind of thing going on. I love the aroma of it.
That's awesome. Yeah, we'll check it out before we leave. So you guys recently opened up the company to new accounts.
Yeah, first time in 18 months.
Yeah, it's been a long time. How many new accounts do you see coming? Does that mean that you're able to increase production at all?
Well, we have been increasing production. I mean, we've been steadily increasing production. I mean, we're up to about 1.8 million units a year now. I'm probably going to target to do about 2.4, 2.5 next year. As we're doing a better job of fulfilling our back orders. And look, we always intended to grow as a company, but I don't want to grow to the point where none of our regular customers are getting product on a regular basis. But we have the capacity to handle another 25, maybe 35 accounts, depending on the account size.
Yeah.
If they're a smaller brick and mortar, then we can handle more. But we'll look. I want to be in every shop that wants to have our cigars.
Yeah.
I do not want to be in every shop though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not like, and we don't divide people by, oh, your shop is prettier than that shop, or this shop is a special shop and you're not a special shop, or this shop is a richer shop and they have more money. No, we just want to be in shops that want our cigars.
Yeah. You don't want to turn away people that are looking for your product.
I want to be in retailers that want our product.
Yeah.
And regardless of their size, we have the capacity to probably add 25, 35 accounts. I think already, though, from what these guys are telling me, I think we've gotten like 60 inquiries here at the show. So I think we're probably going to definitely hit our quota on shops.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's great. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I need the money, so please keep buying the cigars.
All right. So I think the last new one to talk about is the return of the Todos Las Dias Más Fuerte Lonsdale.
Yes.
That came out in
2017.
17, okay.
And I stopped making it in the summer of, actually late spring, early summer of 2020, because I was running out of a particular tobacco. And it just wasn't the way I wanted it to be. So we didn't discontinue it. We put it on hiatus. We let whatever we had sell out. And then I'm personally out, but I have enough tobacco to make a small run of it. So this is my favorite in Todos Las Dias. So I need about 100 cigars for me. So I'm going to make 100. And if any retailers want to buy any, I'll make theirs at the same time, but I don't actually care. So if we sell 12 boxes at the show, I'm going to make 22 boxes.
Yeah.
If we sell 1,000 boxes, I'm going to make 1,010 boxes.
Yeah.
That's really kind of the way it's working.
Got it.
I'd like to be great if I got orders for about 400 boxes, because that would let me keep the pair on the production for a month steady, which is good. But ultimately, I don't care. I know that I'm going to make it for myself. And if I got to do the work of getting it on the floor and making sure it's right, I might as well open up to the retailers that want it. But I don't really care. To be honest with you.
The story behind it was kind of an accident, right? Like how the stronger version came out.
Yeah, the stronger version was a little bit of a mistake on my part.
So you wrote the recipe down.
I wrote the recipe down wrong.
But you came back and you liked it.
And I liked it, so we kept making it.
That's great. So how much stronger is it than the rest
of
the
It's not that much stronger. I mean, I think of the larger sizes, it's the strongest. We were talking about this before we started taping. We don't even, see, that shows you how old I am. I call it taping.
That does date you.
I know.
I mean,
dude. Wait till I show you my rotary phone. Anyways, my flip phone. Yeah.
Like this. Yeah.
I miss those phones. Those were great.
The bricks or the flippers?
The flippers.
Well, you can get a new flip phone that has like a touch screen inside.
Really?
Yeah, they like fold in half.
Yeah. I think the cell reception on those were better than some of the current ones we have.
Yeah. Well, the battery lasted like
forever
for a week, and now you have to charge it every 2 hours.
But you couldn't stream porn on it.
No, so, that's a disadvantage.
So look, there were downsides. Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh yeah. I mean, I think half Churchill has always been the strongest because of the size of the Vitola.
It's my favorite.
Right, but it's also the one that always sold the least.
Yeah.
And again, I'm making these because I want them.
Right.
So I'm just letting people piggyback on it if they want them. But we're not like aggressively like, oh my God, Todos Los Dias is coming back, because I still don't have enough tobacco to bring the brand into full production. And it's going to be at least another year, and it might be 2 years, because that ingredient, it's not that I ran out of the ingredient entirely, it's that I use it in another blend that's more popular.
Sure.
So I had to pick which of my children was the least ugly.
Yeah.
And the one that sold the more was the one I chose.
You cannibalized.
Yeah. I gotta be pragmatic.
All right, so the rest of the year, what events do you have? I know you're coming to Rocky Mountain again, finally, which is great. We're going to hang out with you there.
Yep.
What other events do you have?
I have no clue.
Yeah?
Dude, I'm here for 4 days. I know that. I know I'm going to Dortmund.
Did you know you were coming to Rocky Mountain?
I did know I was going to Rocky Mountain.
Because I saw it.
What I'm still confused about is whether I'm exhibiting at Rocky Mountain.
I saw they moved to cards only, no cash this year.
Oh, really?
Which is interesting. Yeah.
I like that, because dealing with the cash is a hassle.
It's a pain in the ass. Yeah.
So, but I mean, look, I'm looking forward to coming to Rocky Mountain. I've been doing less and less events.
Yeah.
But there's just not enough time, because look, I gotta buy all tobacco, gotta make all the blends, gotta be in Nicaragua, gotta go to Mexico, gotta go to Ecuador. And as the company grows, there's less time to go out there and pimp the stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so I can either pimp or I can produce. And for us, producing is more critical than pimping at the moment.
Right. How much time are you spending in Nicaragua these days? Is it
Generally
still...
about a week a month.
Okay. Is it still a nightmare to get down there right now?
Total pain in the ass.
Yeah. It's still just the one airline, right?
Yeah, Avianca.
Yeah.
And Avianca sucks. Yeah,
Didn't you have you had a whole snafu with them that you did?
No, that was with American.
Oh, that was American.
Let me just back up for a moment.
Okay.
All the airlines suck.
That's
They're
true.
all the same.
It's true.
Delta, United, American. I fly them all.
Southwest?
And they've all been, well, I can't fit in Southwest. There's no, Southwest isn't needed. You have to put me in a blender and pour me into the seat in Southwest. I mean, come on. But I mean, it's really, look, air travel has become really, really, really difficult.
It was never great, but it's especially
it's the worst.
Shitty right now.
And it's also so egregiously expensive.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
it's ridiculous.
But, so, anything else?
On that note.
Yeah, we got to end this on an up note.
What else do you want to talk about? What else?
You got your original bag of poo.
All right, what is this? What in the world is a bag of poo?
Let me say this. Chris Duque found this, and it just cracked me up. Right? He's like, hey, this is cool. We can give it away at the trade show.
How did you get your picture on there?
Yeah, well, it doesn't have a cigar in its mouth, so.
You can put a sticker.
You know what this is, though? This is aspirational, because he has a lot of hair. That's what I really want.
Yeah.
You know?
You'd have to dye it.
Yeah. But it is really, and I'm sorry to the freshness you can taste, people. This is black cherry cotton candy.
All right.
And it's genuinely disgusting. And I have like 1,000 bags of this crap. So everybody that comes to the booth is getting a bag of poo.
Okay.
And this is your personal bag of poo.
Thank you so much. Okay. I will treasure this forever.
From our family to your family.
I can't say thank you. All right, guys. This has been Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust, the one and only Steve Saka.
Buy my shit. I need the money.
He needs it. He really does. Thank you, guys.